Hi there, today we're going to chat about Kligman's formula and what it's prescribed for. You might be familiar with the name Kligman's. I think it was a commercial product back in the day that contained ingredients, cosmetic ingredients, but pharmaceutical ingredients for people to use on their skin, generally face. And what we tend to find these days is that the components in Kligman's formula are something that we often get requests for from a whole range of prescribers. Important to note that all of these ingredients are prescription only. So what I'll do today is I'll chat to you about what the product is and then what it's commonly prescribed for and used. So the main ingredients, and it can vary, and you can put ingredients in or take ingredients out, but the main ingredients are a retinoid, things like tretinoin, a corticosteroid, and then also a product called hydroquinone. You might have heard of all of those ingredients, and like I said, prescription only, but when you combine them together, they're often really effective in terms of dermatology. So we do see a number of prescriptions from cosmetic doctors and dermatologists. It's commonly used for skin pigmentation, so things like melasma, and where people have certain patches of skin that they'd like to make look like other areas of their face, for example. This can be due to things like heat, sun exposure, aging, those types of things. And by using a formula like the one that I shared just before, basically the goal is to reduce the pigmentation, reduce the inflammation, and then support the skin cell turnover so that the body will produce its own cells underneath, remove those on the upper side, and by doing so, you'll find that the skin rejuvenation will hopefully look like a nicer outcome. Because it's made by a compounding pharmacy, it's really important to remember that your doctor needs to prescribe things in terms of strengths, accuracy, usage. Generally, these products can cause side effects such as skin sensitivities. So things like sunscreens are really important. Queensland is one of those places where we're out in the sun a lot, so covering yourself with a hat, even situations of avoiding really hot days can be beneficial when taking these types of products topically. And because they're a very active skin product, you do find that some people might get a little hypersensitivity on their skin, so red, soreness, those types of things might occur. So we'd recommend that you just these types of products, and the effects will occur. It just takes a bit of time to do it sensibly. So don't run into it too heavy-handed, and just use an amount that sufficiently covers the area, but is well tolerated as well. So basically, as a reminder, just to keep in touch with you guys, it's a prescription-only product, contains 3 key ingredients that work in combinations to resolve things like melasma, hyperskin pigmentation, and those types of inflammatory conditions. And as always, for a compounded formula, chat to our pharmacists, and we're always more than happy to help. Have a good day.